If you do not understand the total market cap, you're going to lose at this game. You might get lucky, but you're not going to get great. And understanding the money flow is so important if you're on these slower trades and swing trading, which we're about to show you the trades that we've been in since day one. Part of our strategy has always been take profits, because if you don't, I will. And I always like to say, lamb is on the menu. Not financial advice, a fucking course.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to your Daily Fix. Hey, Pope. How's it going,
We
buddy?
made it. We absolutely made it.
Show 61, my
it.
friend.
It's insane, man. Doesn't feel like it's that long. Like it's April. Going to the place on the island tomorrow. I'm excited for that. That felt like so long. I was there for Christmas, and we did the last round of giveaways there. So nice to come back. Like, right? Seems like forever ago. So the fact it's here tomorrow, crazy. Really excited to go over what we went over yesterday, because it's been playing out how I've really wanted to see it. And so much so, we're cutting the fix short tonight, because we're going to come right back to you at 8:30, and we're going to go through our list, and we're going to look for a bunch of good entries on good tokens to line up for our next plays. And since we've started the show, we've had some great ones. Now we've kind of this market reset. Is that a good word? You know,
reset's a great word, because so tonight, just like every other night, if you're new here, we go over the money flow cycle, just like in that short, because nobody likes to be the lamb for dinner. I hadn't seen that short in a little while. So we do the market cap, the dominance, Bitcoin and ETH, see what goes on in the money or the market, so we can see where the money's going, so we can actually know what to do. Right? Is kind of the basics of it and the most important. So, and then the hunt later.
and that's just it. To maximize your shorter term trades, you really want to understand the market flow. And when we're going over all this stuff, this is more for the swing trades, the shorter term, in the sense of sometimes it might be a month, might be 2 months. Sometimes we might be in and out of that trade a couple of times. But as I've always been, full disclosure, I exited the market last Thursday. I saw a pullback, waiting for that belly on the 4-hour, which we got while I was sleeping, which we talked about yesterday. And let's just have a look. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. Let's get in. Let's dig in. All the money coming in. And when we zoom out, and we talked about how we have a bullish pennant here coming and forming, and it's been following this line beautifully. But my concern still is, do we get a bearish cross here? Because if we do, we could come down. We had a nice recovery, the right amount of pullback. Here we need to see money injected on the daily. And how are we going to determine that to turn this around and follow this uptrend is to be zooming in. Because we have had a big correction. We've come down. We have still this trajectory path. Things are still good. And we're in close to a buy. Ooh, sorry. So sensitive.
So weird that we're close to a buy, considering that it's coming up on this possible bear. But then
sorry,
I was going to say those lines are so close together. It's going to be really interesting to see what it does, especially if we want to follow that line. That makes sense. If we think it's going to follow that line, that we would come into a buy, but the indicators aren't saying that. It's confusing me.
Right. Well, we are money flow coming in, right? And this is saying typically when we're down here in this area, money is where it starts to come in, and then more comes. And then when it gets up into this area is when it starts to leave the market.
I
So
mean, that
being
makes
down.
complete sense, but, like, I don't understand how the, micro bear, micro bull adds confluence for you in that.
Oh, right now it is. It
Oh,
is.
okay. Then never mind, we're right on track.
Right. The micro bear is wanting the fire, and that's why I still haven't entered anything. It's looking so close. It's the closest we've ever been. But when we start looking at other parts of the picture, we've cooled off from our critical fear and greed indicator. So our critical greed has calmed down, right? It's never really good to be in either end of the critical spectrum, right? This is telling us to get out. We've cooled off and we've been consolidating in these areas while maintaining this upwards trend. But like I said, if we get the cross just like that here, we're coming down. Our first stop will probably be here. Our second stop will probably be here. Our third stop will probably be here. And that's a very good possibility. We could be, just starting, and this is on the daily. We need to either break out or retest here and maintain this line. Or we could easily be going down to like these levels, like I said. But I am still bullish because of the market sentiment, because this is in an area saying money is typically influxed when it's down in these areas. We've had quite a lot of retracement, heavy, and at reasonable times. All-time ever high of Bitcoin there for that moment of time, right? Same, and then the ETFs and blah, 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 right? All the politics we've discussed in the past. So this is why I find this point crucial, as we kept talking about last night, and a lot more of the show the last few days has been focused on this, because this changes everything. And that's why I always say it's so important, because if we do get that cross and we get that micro bear, I don't think it'll be that shallow, because we never flashed it here and we were this shallow. That's why I think it'd be a lot steeper. And that's where maybe some shorts and looking at some heat maps. I've been wanting to talk to Supreme. As a lot of you know, we've had a lot going on lately. But the best thing about trading and being a trader is research and taking your time to analyze all these things to find these good trades. We found tons of great trades so far this year. These are the times now to find them again. Now, we do have some seemingly, consolidation box right here. And we can say we have a box within a box. We're holding this line. We're still walking up this. We rejected here, which was support here, resistance here. So this is why I'm not going to be like on the hunt tonight. I only take entries if they're there. There's no guarantee they're going to be there. And there's no guarantee right now we haven't made this cross or that it's not coming. This last 4 hours, when we were talking compared to the last show, I was looking for this belly. So on the 4 hour, on the shorter time frame, it is giving us indication, hey, this is a stronger bottom in here of these rectangles and these rectangles. It's holding this area. It's holding this area so far. Coming down right now, that's not a bad thing. Look how much we came up. From wick to wick in that amount of time, quick and dirty, not even wick to wick there. Still off a bit. $140 billion in 12 hours came into the market. There's going to be some profits. This to me is still saying it wants to make the cross of the micro bull on the 4-hour to start reversing the trend on the daily. And typically when I'm trading a token or a trading pair, you always hear me say I'm looking for the belly. This is the candle I love to get into. Unfortunately, I happen to be sleeping.
Yeah, and America said I was excited with the green today, but then it was red. LOL.
And this is why we say take profits. So it does look like we didn't get obviously on the daily, this retest here. We didn't break out and retest, and we still have an hour and 47 minutes. So this next candle, while we're in the hunt, will be interesting to see if it tries to break out or if we go down. I'm still on the feeling that we're going to go up. We're trying to get the bullish cross on the 4-hour. This is our target. We're above the median. This is what I was saying yesterday as well. I want to close above the median, this dotted white line. Look at that candle wick right above that median. These to me things aren't coincidences. This is strength. Look how much it pulled back from going all the way down to here. But it needs to hold it. If it doesn't hold it and it does start coming down on this next candle and coming down, well, then we're just getting better entries. And what a terrible thing to be sitting on the sidelines looking for entries. Now, if you're in entries and you're down, this is where the patience for when to buy is, so you don't catch the falling knives. Keep buying in, keep buying in, keep buying in. Oh, that's not the bottom, better buy it again. Oh, that's not the bottom, better buy it again. I want certainty we're there. Right now on the daily, I don't have it. We're right in the middle. I need to see that micro wanting to become a bear shift and start to spread and open up again, because we've had consolidation. So it does kind of make sense to do it. But is there going to be a bunch of money leaving? Are all the whales, the big money, going to leave pre-halving? Nobody has the answer. The only way to find out is to watch the flow and not panic when it gets to these levels, because we've been there. If it goes lower or indicators say, hey, yeah, we get a cross and it shot down to these levels, oh, damn right, get out. We get a cross, get out. The cross is telling you it's going down. You want to know the amount of times I never listened to the cross and I wish I did? It's why I'm up now. These are all those lessons, right? Listen to the data. And right now, we're smack almost in the median for the total money amount in the market. So in that terms, we're somewhat healthy. And why I'm focusing on the 4-hour being healthy. Right now, it's telling us money is going to leave. And that's okay, because we just had a bunch of ups. How far down? Are we going to hold to here? Or do we go? And this is why I want to look and do the hunt now, because I know we're in a decline. We had all this up. If we hold here on this next 4-hour candle and we start off again, oh, we're going to see some mad gains. And it's probably going to be some of this kind of stuff fast again. Probably contesting these areas up in here, the 2 6s. And then we'll have a pullback.
So as you're checking and doing the hunt tonight, as you're looking through, you're going to be watching the market cap on the, well, as low as you want to go, but probably the 2 to 4 hour, and less to kind of anticipate where it might go.
I mean, right
And
now
are
in
you
the
going? Yeah.
30s, it's doing what we're saying, right? There's a bearish cross.
Hmm.
Will it hold this area? Because it's been in the 30s for a while. It was a great area. So when we're in doubt, we zoom in. Sorry, when we question of where we're at on the hunt, we're zooming in. The zoom out is trying to give us the big picture. The big picture, right in median, uncertainty, possible cross, or quick turnaround, influx of money after the holidays, and the weekends lately we've been seeing more money.
Yeah. So
But
as the candles
it's
come
not.
up, then you're gonna go be checking like all of the, obviously the ones that we've done so far, but then some new things.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can't follow everyone all the time. So when you have this time to reset, and you'll see how I do it, I'm going to go through the list quick. And if you've watched one of the hunts before, you know, I get through them pretty quick. Because if I'm like, it's not saying anything, I'm not going to force a trade. It's not saying anything. There's a trade not there. Next. Right? And sometimes you can see that really quickly. But we're going to start out on the weekly, the daily, and then we're going to zoom in and look how the money flow lately has been affecting it. But we can see, coming up to a micro bear on the 30s, 30 minutes, and that's fine. We're supposed to. Ups and downs are healthy. Do we hold this area on the 30s? Hold on, I'm going to. Do we go below here and turn this around? On the 4-hour, we know that's what we're fighting for. On the daily, we know everything is fighting to turn. This is typically where money enters. So even though we got a slight bearish here, a little down, and this is where the monitoring comes in. But we're doing a research on a lot of tokens to find in bigger time frames. So when I'm trading and actively swing trading on much smaller time frames, I'm watching the market cap probably on the fives. But that's not the point tonight when I'm on the hunt. And you can see this was critical fear year before. Looks like we might start to curl and go back up. You start to see more some of the different pictures between the different time frames, right? I love it. Here's your 3 touches. Boom, 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 boom. Makes sense. Interesting. We haven't done that much depth in the market cap in a while, but I think it's important because we are wanting to hold this leg up, and we are wanting to make a bunch of, not financial advice, fucking course, profits in this next leg up of the bull run. So being part of that next leg up, we always want to make sure, is this that bottom of that pullback? And we've talked about, and I'm going to skip the dominance for now. We talked about in Bitcoin, when we compared it, the market cap to what was happening pre and post of the previous runs. Oh, what happened here? My bad. Sorry. We're still holding that, which is really nice. But this part here, to me, literally is still this part of the bull run. We still have all this and all this to go. We're only here. And when we start to look, we have a bullish pendant forming on Bitcoin. Testing might pull back, bounce a little bit, retest and off, which makes sense in all the targets that we've been talking about. So we did a stink bid just in case it came down, which we know it can do. We gave 2 entries yesterday. Our bottom one hit. So even with that entry, you're up. And we can even see with Bitcoin, it's right in the middle too. It's right on the median. We're not in a perfect buy position, but we just came from one. No critical fear, no critical greed, no fear, no greed, middle of the RSI. Are critical, still doing great. So this is where narrative and mentality make a difference. These are great entry days, these reds. If you want a long trade and you've been saving for good entries, these are good entries to buy and just hold for the next 6 months. But if you want a swing trade, these next few days could be really interesting. Interested in the fact of if more money flows in, it's going to rip. Interesting if it doesn't and it goes down, you're going to get great entries for the next run. And you're protecting these losses. So if you are in and you're in profits, this is the hardest part. If you are in and you're not, this is where your dollar cost entry. So Bitcoin pretty much has been doing what we wanted to do. It's same thing. It's following this pennant. We were curious to see if it follows an up-down wave in this rectangle that we put in. And right now you can see at its height today, it couldn't break our inside price of this consolidation earlier, which is whatever that is. 68,767. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Lots of down, up, healthy down. Makes sense, I think, to go up. All right. This is just saying these consolidation periods up and down in price, the longer these last, the better. And the more predictable and reliable they come, the better, because you trade with them. It becomes beautiful. Right now, we're trying to find out, are we having another repeat of one of these after this here? Or we're going to have a little cool off? Because that's what, damn it, unfortunately, we're not getting an exact answer from with our indicators. It's perfectly straight. They're not curled down. They're not curled up. And it's holding right in the middle. And all that comes down to market flow, the money. Ethereum, we kind of missed this last little bit. We were looking for more of a cup and a handle formation here. We deleted a lot of the stuff because just to clean it up the other day. On the daily, though, we are following, I believe we did a light belly drawing. Yeah, so it does seem like we're following in that. I think we just missed that entry. I can't tell. It looks like we did. Whoop. Yeah, we just missed that entry because I think this was on during the show. Was this candle? Where's the time? Can't see it.
Here on the daily.
Thank you. Yeah, either way, because I think, yeah, we call it. So on Wednesday, it was yesterday's show. So yeah, we just
that
missed
makes
it
sense.
on a pullback. And look on its pullback now where it's holding on our daily line. That we drew from ages ago where it broke out, and then couldn't keep it. So now it's almost at a point of retest again. And same thing, it looks like we're approaching the belly of the bear. And if money stays in, absolutely, ETH will do this walk up like we want. Stochastics also saying, hey, we're in a buy position. So there's a lot of hope in the market. There's a lot of great entries to come. I'm sure of it. We found a bunch before, and we'll find a bunch again. And just like we do every now and then on the show, we'll give you those, different levels. Like you can enter right now at the price, a little bit below, a little bit below that dollar cost entry, your prices. If it misses, no big loss. If it hits, great. We've had a bunch of those already.
You make it sound
And I'm
so
excited.
simple.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, it's
The
that don't
concept is
force it.
simple. The concept is simple for sure, but, being able
The,
to execute.
the emotions, not so much so, right?
Mhm, and we're
But
all
on
we're
that,
all a victim to it for sure. Oh, we're not gonna do the dominance?
no, I told you I was going to skip that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought we were gonna go
we're going to
back
be
to it.
doing the hunt and looking at it,
Oh,
and
yeah, that's right. You're gonna be tied in
with
for a
Red
few
Maze,
hours.
it's been going up. Makes sense that it's going up. Money left alts went into Bitcoin. Bitcoin left the market.
I'm really glad
Or
that
money.
you, sold out all your stuff and you keep getting confirmed that you made a good choice.
And I haven't made any irrational decisions. I really wanted, actually, Kate and I even said today, I really wanted to make some trades last night, knowing it was the belly. But I was just too lucid. I was too tired. And that's when you can also make bad mistakes. So I didn't. Kind of wish I did, because I'd be up on some of the ones I wanted to trade. But there's always another trade. And I want to make sure the ones I'm picking for this next round have the most potential and the best time to enter them. And that's what
And I
the
can't
hunt is
wait to
going to.
watch them and see them, as they fold out now that we're kind of looking for new things. So stoked,
Mm-hmm.
man. Look at you,
And we've hit
27
the
days.
bang. Look at us, 27 days, staying to our guns. I'm excited. It's the next part of the journey, and some of the news we have coming is pretty cool. And we're going to share it soon. That's all I think I wanted to share. Do you have anything more
That's
to
all
add
I
to this?
have. I wanted to talk about dominance, but I think, I'll leave that to the hunt and things like that.
Cool.
And we got time to chat, and we'll see some stuff, okay?
Yeah, there is no time frame. There is no set pattern. I'm just going to run through our list and see what I see.
Mhm.
And I'm looking forward to it. That's in about an hour, 8:30. Uh, See you then. Not financial
See you
advice. I'm
then.
going.
Of fucking course. Bye, everybody. See you in a while.